the most important workflows for owners and managers is understanding how to create and manage staff accounts in ClubOS. After all, your team will be responsible for conducting prospect follow-ups, maintaining open communication with clients, creating promotional marketing campaigns, and so much more through the software. It's likely some or all of your team members' staff accounts are already in ClubOS. This is because ClubOS and Mindbody are integrated, sharing and updating data between both systems. During the initial sync of data, ClubOS searched Mindbody for your studio's staff accounts. Any staff accounts which had been credited with a sale in the last 5 years were automatically pulled into ClubOS. This process will continue to happen at each of the 3 daily syncs between the system. That means, moving forward, you can enter new staff accounts into MBO, and as long as they are credited with a sale, the new account will be automatically created in ClubOS. This saves you and your staff from performing repetitive work. But how do you find your staff accounts in ClubOS? And how do you give your team access to their ClubOS accounts? Let's start on your dashboard. The first thing you should do is confirm which staff accounts were created during the sync. To view all accounts created for your studio, navigate to the user search in the left-hand navigation bar. Staff accounts will populate at the top of the search results. To give your team members access to their accounts, there are 3 main things you need to accomplish. Set the correct user role for the account, confirm the username, and set a default password. Let's do all 3 for Rebecca's staff account. We'll navigate into Rebecca's user settings page by selecting the gear icon in the top right corner. We'll be defaulted onto the General page. Scroll down to the Role section, and here we can edit the user role currently assigned to the account. User roles determine what functionality and access an account is granted within the system, and are designed to fit the needs of the varying staff positions within your studio. There are 3 main user roles you are likely to utilize in ClubOS. The first is Studio Admins. This is the highest level of access. An admin will be able to manage anything in the software regarding your studio. Next is the Salesperson role. Salespersons will have access to communicate with their assigned clients, but are not able to send marketing campaigns or change club settings. Lastly is the Front Desk role. Front Desk staff accounts are only able to add new leads. Be sure to save any changes you make. Next, we'll want to confirm Rebecca's username and assign her a simple default password. We can do both on the Security tab here in the User Settings. Usernames typically, but not always, default to be the team member's email address, as listed in Mindbody. Best practice is to use the team member's email address as the username, as it's easily remembered. For passwords, the best practice is to use 1234. Confirm the password again as 1234, and then check the box to force user to change password when they first log in. This enables your team members to set their own custom password after they first access the account. Of course, you may have team members who do not make sales in Mindbody, and therefore will not have their accounts automatically pulled over into your studio's ClubOS account. In this case, you can manually create a staff account. To do this, hover over the Add button featured at the top of the page, and then select New User. You'll be routed into the Add New User form. Here you'll set the user role in the Account Type drop-down menu, you'll give the account a username, and you'll set a password. Again, we recommend using the team member's email and the password of 1234. Then you'll complete the other required fields and select Create New User at the bottom of the page. After you create the account, you'll be able to search for it and find it in the User Search page. Once you have each of your team members' staff accounts created in ClubOS, we highly encourage you to conduct training sessions on the software with all new staff members. In addition, they will have access to the ClubOS Studios Basics videos the first time that they log into the software.